Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Out the Pod with Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys?
So what happens when a Hollywood icon famous for her beauty faces a film that literally tears that image apart? Demi Moore's new body horror hit, The Substance, isn't just her comeback, it's her confession. But before we dive into its twisted brilliance, let's rewind to where the real transformation began. And stick around for a wild fact about Demi Moore's teenage years and the hidden visual motif in The Substance that secretly mirrors her real life. So today we're going to dive into Substance/Demi Moore, guys.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't really think then again, when I watched it, I saw like the young old images of her, and I was like, damn, that's kind of hits home, man. Jeez.
Yep. So Demi Moore was born actually under a different name. Her original name was Demetria Jean Guinness. She was born on November 11th, 1962 in Roswell, New Mexico, the alien city, right?
Damn. I would say towards the end of the movie, she played a perfect alien.
True. Unfortunately, her father left before she was born. Her mother's remarriage brought chaos and constant moves to their lives. She had childhood kidney issues and cross-eye surgery, so started out kind of real rocky road there. And she dropped out from school at 16 to model.
Damn. Well, at least she found her calling, though.
That was normal back then, though. I think a lot of kids dropped out and, decided to, I don't know, start life early.
Oh, the dropout era, the 90s dropout era, or 80s,
Yep.
should I say, the 80s era of dropout and just, follow your dreams.
And then she landed a part on General Hospital in 1982.
Word? I didn't know that. My mom's a big fan of it.
General Hospital, you can still watch today and still know what's going on. That's what I say about it.
My cousin Jason, he used to, when he moved down to Florida, before he started working, we used to stay at home and watch a lot of that. And he used to film me in, and I'd be like, yo, these stories, dog, are great.
Wow. So her early trauma and instability built her resilience, the roots of every later reinvention of herself. So guys, we're going to kind of go over, we picked out a few of her, I guess, rise and breakout roles. Her filmography is long. We could go on for 3 hours about all her movies and stuff that she's done.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to put them all in here is what I'm saying.
I'm just going for like my top 5.
So first, the first one that she was well known for was St. Elmo's Fire in 1985. It was her Brat Pack breakout, and that had a lot of other actors in it, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. I just only know the song by John Parr. So, and the reason why I know that is if you've been in your 20s and just been to a karaoke bar, you've heard people sing it. So, again, that's the only reason why I know of that film.
And then Ghost in 1990. We had that VHS, so I watched that one a lot.
Yeah, we had that on VHS too. I think any Patrick Swayze fan had that.
That was a global smash, guys. It made $505 million in 1990, so a lot of money.
Hell yeah, man. And it had Whoopi Goldberg, and I forgot I had Whoopi Goldberg.
A Few Good Men in 1992. You said that was one that you liked.
Damn, Shay, you just putting out my list there?
It's on my list too.
Oh, okay.
And then Indecent Proposal in 1993.
Geez, are you just reading my list here?
No. And then she did Disclosure in 1994. So she had back-to-back movies. That's crazy, right? Now it takes like 5 years to make a movie because all the CGI and crap. But before, she was doing a movie every year, 92, 93, 94. So that was her 90s peak. And then Striptease in 1996.
Oh.
And that was a real hit for her because she made a record $12.5 million, which was like the first time a woman had made that much off of a movie, I guess. So pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, if you've seen her in that movie, I mean, geez.
Yeah. And then G.I. Jane the year later in 1997. And then that obviously was a physical redefinition of women's strength and the whole military, thing. That was a pretty good one. And then her indie era, she did Please Baby Please in 2002. So that was kind of like her nod to that. And then she came back for The Substance in 2024/2025.
Yes, she did. She came back strong, came back fierce.
So that marked her rebirth into back into doing movies. We'll see if she does any more. So that's my list.
Yes, my top 5 films. I will say right off the back would be Ghost, A Few Good Men, Indecent Proposal. Oh yes, it was a great one. Great movie. The Juror. She did pretty good in The Juror. And then also G.I. Jane, and then last but luckily, I would say Substance was my last one.
That's 6, but okay.
Oh shit, step
Just
6.
kidding.
I'm so sorry.
You're
Crap. Well, I couldn't really put them all down, guys.
okay.
Jeez. So,
So, guys, a few little known facts about her. She lived alone at 16 and self-funded her own career, which I think that was kind of normal back then. People did that a lot more than they do now.
yeah.
A lot of people live with their parents till they're like 40. So, she owns 2,000 plus collector dolls. I'm not sure what kind of dolls they are, but some type of collector doll she likes to do that.
I believe that they got to be Barbie.
I don't know. There's all kinds of like porcelain dolls and stuff you can get.
Oh,
So, I don't know.
oh, then they are Russian Nestlin dolls.
I don't know. She spent hours each day in prosthetics for the movie The Substance, which, yeah, if you guys watch it, you'll see why it's pretty crazy. And she was the first woman to negotiate a profit share plus a record salary in the 90s. And her memoir, Inside Out from 2019, foreshadowed themes of body and identity. So maybe what she used to kind of get ready for this film. And then we're going to do a quick break for social media hit list, and then we'll dive into The Substance, guys. So stick around for that.
Ho ho ho.
And while he's pulling that up, I wanted to apologize for not putting the video of Riley, our subscribe dog, in the last video. Unfortunately, with the Amazon Web Service stuff today, Riverside was acting up and nothing was working right, and I couldn't get it to work.
So we're gonna start off with some movies. Jim Carrey and talks to star in a live action Jetsons movie. I allow it. I will definitely allow that one.
I wonder who's
Uh,
going to play, though.
Hopefully, the Mr. Judson himself. He has the build, the dexterity for it. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping. But other than that, let's try to see what else we got here. I got this. I can keep this in the big screen. Oh yeah, we already marked our calendar. We got Tales of the Crypt, October 25th. Are you gonna watch it?
I haven't watched it in so long, but yeah, if you want to. I mean, it's going to be on HBO, I guess they're bringing it back.
Oh, you know it is.
Another season. I don't know how many seasons there are of it, probably a lot.
Oh man, I hope a lot. I hope Arnold Schwarzenegger is gonna actually do another one.
Yeah, we'll see. I just thought this one was cute. So, in London, somebody on one of the subway systems, photographed these little mice, and they were actually fighting, and they won a wildlife photography award. If you see, I don't know if John, you can zoom in so you guys can see it better, but they're having like a little fight off on the subway platform. Like
Yeah,
it's roasting.
yeah.
So it's just pretty cute.
That was pretty crazy. Oh man.
And then this one, guys, was nuts. So the Louvre in Paris, basically, it was during broad daylight. They had the tours going on and everything, and some thieves stole all the precious jewels out of there in like 6 minutes.
What is that? Isn't that Ocean's 12 they did that? Remember they Ocean's 11 is when they stole from the Vegas dude, and then part 2 is whenever he came after them and he's like, "Hey man, I want back what you guys stole plus interest." So they had to go do a heist overseas or something like that.
I don't know if anybody's ever actually
No, I mean
completely
it sounds like
stole it from
something like
there.
that. It seems like they that whole idea just sounds like an Ocean's 12 theme.
And they stole like very precious, like I don't know, they were from I don't know, thousands of years ago, crowns and earrings and stuff from like precious stuff. I don't know, crazy. That I don't even know where you would sell that stuff at because it's a one of, it's not like you can just go to the pawn shop or something. I mean, it's
Yeah,
people
nah.
are gonna have to have a lot. It's gonna be private collectors probably that are gonna buy it from these people.
Uh,
Just thought it was like crazy. And then this
and then
one's for
check it
you.
out.
This one's for you, babe, since you like Hocus Pocus.
I just like the original one, but
So
I
this
didn't
is
see part 2.
so they're starting to film a third Hocus Pocus, guys. Disney has the script done, and they've gotten all the cast, excited about it, and they're going to release it next year, so October 2026.
There you guys are, man.
If they do you think they really look that old, or is that just AI?
No, that's just no, it's
AI
just no, it's just
or is it
no
without
AI. It's
makeup?
just no, it's just makeup and prosthetics, man. Come on
Oh,
now.
okay.
We still got to keep the movie magic still alive, man. You guys can't just give up on it.
Okay, guys. So we're going to jump into the substance, which is why we wanted to do this video because, it's October. So we're doing all the horror stuff. So this one was written and directed by Coralie Fargeat. And they also did the movie Revenge. Have you seen that one?
No, I have not.
Yeah, me neither. So Demi Moore plays Elizabeth Sparkle. She's an aging TV icon and she's being replaced for being too old in Hollywood,
Damn.
the normal thing. So she takes a black market drug that creates a younger clone, which is Margaret Qualley. We're going to give the fact out about her.
Oh yeah, Margaret Qualley. I didn't know that her mom was
Andy McDowell.
yeah, Andy McDowell. I didn't even know that her mom was that. Yeah, let me try to pull that up. Where did But yeah, and then did you know that she actually worked with Diane Keaton in a couple of movies?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that either. Found that out the hard way.
Yep. So once that happened in the movie, guys, and she created her younger self, then like horror broke out. We're not going to do any like spoilers or anything, but the budget for the film was 18 million, and so far they made $80 million, so pretty good. Um, they tripled their money plus more, so that's always a success. So themes of the movie: ageism, body ownership, identity, celebrity decay, and then it was dual bodies battle between authentic self and a constructed persona, and it was kind of like what vanity.
Yeah,
Like she
definitely.
wanted the starlight still and the fame and everything, but at what cost, basically?
Right. And one, she was too career driven when she could have at least had a kid, or had multiple kids during her high time, and worked it off, did what she had to do, and then continue her career. But instead, now she's alone, dying out and everything. But on
Yeah,
top of it,
and still trying to keep relevant, even though it's like pretty hard at that point.
it's pretty hard because I mean, if you have a younger version of yourself, or whatever you want to say say call it whatever you want to call it, um, it's gonna have its a huge vanity, and it's gonna have its emotions versus where, yeah, you're an older person, you've had your time to shine. It's time for you to just, walk out and just kind of just enjoy your vacation.
Yeah. And I think, a lot of celebrities struggle with that, right? They don't necessarily maybe want to continue to take on older roles. They would still, especially for women, I think it's hard. They probably have,
Well,
the pressure of, oh, you got to be
think of it,
skinny, you
okay,
got to be pretty.
so from the male perspective, because
Yeah, they
me-
have some pressure, but it's not. I think it's just look at normal TV. The guy's always pot belly fat and whatever, looks like whatever, and the girl has to be like a blonde Barbie.
right,
That's what I'm saying. Is it just starts from the beginning where they expect that. So
right,
as you get older, then it's just harder to kind of like get
you,
those roles and stuff.
right. But that's where I felt like, okay, well, it's kind of that whole mentality where it's like a new comic, a new comedian, old comic. It's the same type of feel if you look at it. Even from, I'm just trying to take the whole sexist out of it, but it's that whole same mentality. Even if you looked at it as a young actor and an older actress, it's kind of the same thing. Just take out the male and female perspective of it. It's that we you don't always want to. There's If there was a way for anybody to live forever, everybody would take that. That's why like now everybody's taking like, oh well, I want to lose weight. They're taking shots and pills like that.
Mhm.
And in reality, all it is just just a clean workout, just doing physical therapy and stuff like that, and then bam, you're done. But I mean, now in today's society, we're living in a society where we just want the magic pill and everything. And that's why I did wanted to watch The Substance, because it seemed like it was right up that alley of how our society is. Especially nowadays, whenever you're watching Amazon Prime, what are they advertising? Weight loss
Yeah.
shots and all this other shit. So, I mean, kind
Yeah,
of.
I think part of the issue with it is, we talked about it earlier. If you look at a magazine, that's not how the person looks. If you see the person on the street the next day, they don't look like that.
Right.
But the magazines brush it up, just like the filters and all that stuff, and they make it, they slim the thighs, they slim everything down. You guys watch the movie and you see her, yeah, she looks great at her age, but she looks her age. But if you saw her in a magazine, they would airbrush it all out and you'd be like, "Oh, wow, she looks great." But then when you see her in real
Right.
life, she looks her age.
Yeah, she looks her age.
You have to deal with that.
It's the same thing with the young woman that played a third. Well, the what was the woman that was playing that Sue? You said her name was forgot. Damn.
Oh, it's a weird name. Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, Margaret, like her. Like she looks like she's 20 something years old, but she's actually 30 years old. And those scenes and stuff, yeah, I was telling Shay that, yeah, for her age, yeah, she looks great and everything, but knowing that she's 30 and then you look at all those movements and everything, yeah, they had to enhance that by editing and stuff like that.
Or maybe she's just really a thin girl and I don't know. Or maybe that's just the way she's built.
Well, yeah,
Because
but
some people, if you're thin, it's just easy to, like, look like that and with the right clothes or whatever. But, yeah, I don't
yeah,
know,
I
it
just
depends.
felt like that's a little because I mean, I've seen some 30-year-old chicks and it's just like, yeah,
Yeah, but sometimes they get into it for the role too,
right.
like, do extra workouts and all that stuff. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
possibility.
I don't know.
But you know how the machine works.
But guys, why it matters. So it calls out Hollywood's youth obsession. It also parallels her own career resurrection, and it proves that women 50 plus can headline and also dominate a box office. So the substance is a manifesto on owning your image before it owns you, which is pretty true. Like essentially, it kind of gets out of control. Like
Yeah.
she wants to do it because she's not relevant anymore, but then once she does it, it like gets out of control because she's enjoying it too much when she's that other person, really. That's kind of like what it boils to.
Right.
Because technically it is the same person.
It's the same person. It's just that other person is just a young-minded version of you. Um where that version of you is just so engulfed and worrying about this, but instead it's supposed to be equaled out.
Yeah.
But obviously, they don't really ever do that. Uh she wanted to stay out late. She's 20 something years old, I guess. So, I mean, uh, and then you're telling her to like she needs 7 days in and then 7 days off, and yeah, I mean, I like all I'm gonna say is that if she would have met somebody, had a husband and stuff, had some kids and stuff, still could have did that whole thing that she wanted to do, but at least that she would have had at least a family, and then that part of her could have still wouldn't had took some of her out, and then
Right.
would have did the right thing and would have like balanced out.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, her daughter could have had another sister, which would have been her, which would have been kind of a little creepy, but whatever.
Yeah. And then just some facts about the movie real quick before we jump into your section. The special effects team used around 21,000 liters, so 5,500 US gallons of fake blood for the film's heavy gore scene. So there was a lot of blood in it on certain parts.
Yeah, I thought Quentin Tarantino came in there and was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, not enough blood, guys. You need some more."
Yep. And then MUBI, MUBI was actually the distributor, which I've never heard of that one, but Universal Pictures originally signed on as a distributor, but then they withdrew after they saw the goriness.
Oh, because it was too much
And then
gore.
MUBI went and did it. And actually it's their highest grossing movie they've done. So
Jeez.
that's cool. And then veteran actor Ray Liotta was initially cast in a primary role as Harvey, but unfortunately he passed away before filming his scenes. So they still credited it in the thank you notes and the credits, because he did participate in the film, but they just didn't actually film him for any of the scenes.
Really? I don't know. I just
Would you rate it out of 5 like you normally rate?
I give it a strong 4. It just really points the mirror on society. But again, I looked at it. I love the movie. It was a 2-hour movie. I just want everyone to know that it's a 2-hour movie. But I again, they could have lowered it down a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think what they did is just put too much into the gore.
Yeah.
Could have just
That's where they lost me a little bit. Like at the beginning when I said, I was really enjoying it until it kinda got to that. And then I
oh,
was just
toward the
like,
end.
ugh, yeah. I mean, I get a little bit, but then they just kinda kept going with it, and I was just like, "Alright, really? Come on."
Right.
Not
But
without giving any spoilers out, but
yeah, yeah. I just felt like at that point it made me checked out. But all in
I think you
all,
hid your eyes a lot.
no, I hid my eyes because it's just there was some like, come on now, she's sticking a huge freaking needle in the back of her, and she's sucking out a lot of fluids and stuff. So I mean, after a while, it's just like, come on, dude, I'm kind of done. It's just like I'm kind of checked out at
Yeah,
that
it's kinda like
moment. So
watching a Saw movie, certain parts where at least for me, I don't really ever wanna rewatch any of those because it's like, "Okay, put myself through it once." This one, I would say up until, like, the end, it's not bad as far as the gore goes,
yeah,
and then it starts to get pretty like, "Ooh."
yeah, yeah. I mean, again, the movie still good. Um, it's just minus the whole what was you said, like 3 point something liters or gallons or whatever.
Yeah, 5,500 gallons.
Yeah, for the ending, I mean, that was way too much, man.
And then I guess, the film originally started like, once they cut it down, it was actually gonna be 3.5 hours long. But then everybody was like, "Whoa, like, you need to get this under control." So then they cut it down to what it was at.
Yeah, 2
So that was a
hours.
cut.
Yeah, that was the cut version, but I'm just
It
saying it's
still was
just
long though.
show is pretty freaking long.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dennis Quaid for playing as Harvey. He did a great job. No one else can play a douchebag than he can.
yeah.
So
And then the prosthetics for Demi took, between 45 minutes and 7 hours depending on the part of the movie it was in, because some of those looks were pretty, nuts.
yeah, she looked at pretty nutsies.
Do you wanna do your Johnson moments?
Okay, I got my little Johnson moments here. 10 little facts about Demi Moore. She dropped out of high school, left school at the age of 16 to pursue modeling and acting in Hollywood, which Shay already said there. Number two, she took her stage name and from her first husband. Wow. Again, Shay has
But I
took
didn't know
another
that she
moment.
adopted the last name, so you
I
can say
didn't even
that
know.
part.
I didn't even know that either. But there
Yeah.
you go. Number
No,
three.
you didn't read it. She adopted her last name Moore after marrying musician Freddie Moore at 18.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
Well,
there's
then
fact
it's
number 2.
yeah. Well, still. You kind of said that in a way. That's how she got the last name
Oh,
Moore, right? So it's just yeah. We just didn't
but I
know.
didn't know she was married to Freddie Moore.
I didn't know that either. But now we know. Do you know who Freddie Moore is?
No, but if he was famous musician or something, I don't know. I don't know who he is. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look up a picture of him. Number three, one of the first female stars to get 12 million. Damn. And that was just from the highest paid actress in Hollywood for striptease 1996. Record breaking. Goddamn. Wow.
So he was
Yo, you
in
no, wait, hold on. In 1996, how much was Friends making at that time?
I don't know.
Cause no, cause I could have swore I think I don't want to make a little feud between Jennifer Aniston and this girl, like, cause if like I think Jennifer Aniston was making, I think was it 2 million an episode or
Yeah, but
whatever,
that's not a movie though.
yeah, but
2
still,
different
like,
things.
yeah, but still,
So the Freddie Moore guy was a American rock musician, singer, and songwriter. He was the front man for the band The Cats, Kats.
mm. Meow.
Well, I never heard of that. I'm sure we
Yeah.
probably heard
All
some of the songs though, I'm sure.
right, so number four, her childhood was rough. Demi moved over 30 times growing up and had a whoa, A really bad, struggling, troubling life, bro. Damn.
Mhm.
What's up with all that? Number 5, breakout role was a Ghost, a 1990 romantic drama with Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Became a global hit. Again, some of these I felt like you kind of already said some of these moments for me.
Okay, next time I'll
Number 6, fun fact, she shaved her head for G.I. Jane, 1997. I mean, you can't really fake that. I mean, yeah.
yeah,
So,
in the
uh,
movie, she shaved it in the movie.
yeah, 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 I
Yeah, like
know.
she
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, she really did that. So, like, that was really her just going back, caring to flying about it.
Mhm,
Number 7, she helped normalize on-screen pregnancy. Wow. Wow, more posed nude while pregnant in 1991 Vanity Fair cover.
mhm,
Wow.
that's cool.
So there you go, ladies. Number 8. She's also a producer. Demi produced Austin Power films through her company, Moving Pictures.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So I gotta tell my cousin Louis because Louis loves Austin Power movies.
Mhm.
Uh, damn, she practices capoeira and spiritual healing. Wow, isn't that just pretty much yoga?
I don't know, it says yoga and alternative wellness. That's
And I guess that's why she looks great for freaking and for 62 years old in that movie. And then number 10, to 3 daughters with her actor, or was it earlier husband,
yeah.
Bruce Willis. She has 3 daughters. Well, I'm not going to give out their names because that's just their shit there. But yeah, she has 3 daughters and she's 62 years old. And if you've seen this damn movie, Substance, I mean, for 62, she's got a nice body.
Mhm.
Just going to say that. For this one, we got a little tea time with Shay and Johnny. Number 1, her split with Ashton Kutcher in 2011. Their high-profile marriage from 2005 to 2011. Amid reports of Ashton's infidelity, the breakup dominated tabloids, led to a difficult period for Demi in both personal and professionally. Well, I mean,
I remember all that.
all I'm gonna say is that look, Demi, you date young, you're gonna get burned.
How far apart were they, though? How old is he?
Well, we're going back from 2005.
Well, I'm not asking that.
No, no, no. Okay, but we got to go back from 2005 though, and
I
we're
just wanna know how old he is now. He's 47, so they're, like, almost 20 years apart.
yes.
Uh-uh.
So I mean, come on now. He
So we
knew.
know they're always gonna trade the girl in for a younger girl, guys. You already knew that, so
Well, no, 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 no,
that's
no.
on her at that point. She already knew that was gonna happen.
Well, no, it wasn't. Oh, well, yeah, she was young because I forgot when she joined that 70s show. She was 16. Um,
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying with his age, it never works when the woman is the older woman because 'cause they're always gonna trade it in for a younger one. That's just how it works. We're a couple years apart, but if I was 20 years older than you, you'd be thinking about, maybe I should trade trade in for a newer model." That's just how it works. It doesn't work the other way around. It just doesn't.
oh, well,
I mean, I don't think.
I'm a different guy then.
We're not 20 years apart. We're a couple years apart. It's different.
Well,
We're basically the same age
oh, okay. So we're
compared to
same age.
25 years apart or 20.
Man, I don't care. Age
Okay.
is nothing but a number.
Okay. Well, if I was 80 and you were 50, I think you'd be like, like the Al Pacino
Oh
story
well,
we shared.
well, maybe she's gonna need a new hip or
Wow.
something.
So, guys, number 2, Demi's 2012 hospitalization after reportedly collapsing at home was widely covered. It was later revealed that she'd been struggling with exhaustion and substance issues, which was addressed in her memoir, Inside Out, in 2019.
Number 3, a 1991 Vanity Fair nude pregnancy cover. I said that earlier in my Johnson moment,
Yeah.
so there we go again.
But
Damn
it
these
caused
facts.
immediate uproar. Many stores refused to sell the magazine,
Because they didn't want no
saying it
pregnant.
was too provocative.
Oh, because she was pregnant.
I don't know.
That's provocative.
And then in 2015, there was a tragic pool accident. This is number 4. A 21-year-old man unfortunately drowned in Moore's backyard pool while she was out of town. Although she wasn't present or involved, the event drew major headlines and legal attention.
Wow.
Probably trying to get a payday.
Trying to, and she wasn't even
His
there.
family probably got a payday anyway. Who knows? Allegedly.
Hmm. Number 5, age gap, relationship with, Ashton Kutcher. Kutcher.
See, here you go. Here's the ages. In 2003, Demi was 41 and he was 25.
Damn.
So that'd be like me dating a 25-year-old right now. That wouldn't work.
Would you do it, though?
No.
You wouldn't risk it?
Risk what?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that. I just like to say that. You're not gonna risk it?
No.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that was our first, Johnny and Shay tea time. It was horrible on my end, but Shay, forever keeping us up.
Whatever. So, guys, it takes us to bonus content. So, guys, the mirror motif and yellow coat symbolize Demi Moore's struggles between authenticity and expectations. Her teen reinvention after a fractured home echoes the film's dual body theme. And it's not just horror, it's Demi Moore facing her own reflection. So basically, that movie does have a hidden meaning. It's based upon her whole life story, her past, her childhood, and obviously what she deals with now, probably through all the Ashton Kutcher stuff made her realize um, just how, cutthroat it is in there.
Cutthroat, society. I mean, the businesses.
Hollywood, but our society also. I'll say that. So, guys, from Roswell to Hollywood, and from ghosts to body horror, Demi Moore turned pain into power. The Substance isn't just a movie about aging, it's a mirror for anyone told their best days were behind them. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. And that's it for us, guys. Peace out, and we'll see
Peace
you on
out,
the next
guys.
one.